mouse there, you can change the system. Go over to another system. By the grace of God, I am the co-founder of DMAX Web Services. Today and during this project or this program, I will be your CS tutor. Please, please, and please, try to work with me so that we will achieve a greater purpose. If you're having issues, relate with me. Then we'll look into your issues. If you won't make it to your class, let me know in time. Because remember that they can disqualify anyone at any given time because of you didn't attend your class, as the case may be. So please, let us cooperate to make sure this thing works. Those who are having issues with their system, I will attend to you serially in the next 5 minutes. Once I come to your stand or to your desk, just go straight and tell me what your issue is. Another is, some of these systems has accounts. And these accounts are being segmented based on the courses. Some of the systems have about how many accounts. So when you sign out the current one, because those people who just left now are the web designers. So if you met the system logged in, you need to sign out, except if you are using a system that has only one user. Are you getting me? So if you are using a system that has only one user, just be there. But if you are not using a system that has only one user, please sign out. You will see an account by the name SAP_CS and then a number. Are you getting? Please accept that thing. So once you see it, click on it, and the password is password. Please remove this permanent marker there. So that is it. Yes, all of them. Once you want to sign in, the password is password. Once you want to sign in. So I think we are good to go. You still need my assistant? Who? I will start from this end. Connect him now. If he's not connecting, leave it. Check, let him sign into cybersecurity account. Check the account. Who is next? I'm coming. What's the answer? The system is working. What is the issue, sir? You're not connected to internet. Don't worry. Check the user you are signed into. Log out this user. Which user? Is it a single user? Okay, once it's single user, just be there. The man in red, sir. What's your own issue? Check Windows L. Press Windows together with L. Windows L. Click your mouse. Let me see if it's a single user. You will see the one. Look at the name there. What's the name there? SAP_CS. Logging into it. The password is password, small letter. Okay, over here. It's like these systems are single users. Yes, they are single users. Just be there. I won't attend to you. You know why now? You know why. So you need to calm down. You are signing already. Your own, sir. You are signing to CS. Check the account. Look at the account, sir. SAP _ CS. Yes, select it. The password is password. Small letter. You are signing, sir. Good. Okay. Any issues here? No network? Don't worry. Any issue here? No issue. Any issue? No network. Don't worry, we are not browsing. We are not browsing. Which user? Click there, let me see. Okay, single user. Okay. I think we are good to go, right? Please, what's the issue? What is the issue? What, sir? What do you say? Allow it. Don't worry, sir. Your own is already logged in as a single user. So just be here. You get. So we can go now. Please, if you don't have network on your system, relax. Don't bother yourself. We are not browsing. Hello? We are not browsing today. Are you getting me? So please, if your own is not connected or connecting to the network, don't worry. Okay? So I want to believe our systems are up and running, right? Okay. This course happens to be a 6-week course. And by the grace of God, we have been able to pattern it in a flow that it should follow. So we'll be able to achieve what we are looking at. And then this is the course outline, the overview of the whole thing. We will be looking at the computer security and access control. And before we move on, I want to ask, are there people here who are already into cybersecurity? Are there people, is there anyone here who is already into cybersecurity? Anyone? Anyone into any tech-related skill? What skills, sir? Web development. What technologies? Okay. Okay, any other person? Is off from this field a little. Any other person? I'm asking now so that I will know the flow, how we will do ourselves. Because someone who is in... Please, sir. Are you into any tech-related field? But all of us has basic knowledge of how systems work, how computer systems work. Please, if you don't have, let me know. You don't have. Who else? You don't have. You don't know how computer systems work. You don't know how to... You don't have. What will happen is, I will need to get your names. I will need to get your names. Here, how many persons knows how computer system work here? Everybody here. Okay, you know. Now, sir, don't suffer yourself. I will send this thing to the group. So what will happen now is this. I want to know how to flow with everyone. Are you getting? It's true that we are a group. This is a group. But then, I have an individual responsibility. I have a serial responsibility. So that's why I'm asking this question. Okay? Now, let's go ahead. This first week, we are looking at computer security and access control. And the sub there says what? Prevention. Please, it's an interactive class. We read along and we learn together. Okay? So the first thing there says prevention. And under prevention, we will be looking at what? Strategies to prevent what? And data what? Good. And then the example to this will be implementing strong what? Policies and what? And the second one we have there is what? Physical what? And under physical security, we'll be looking at what and what? And physical infrastructure. And we have an example there. And surveillance. And the next one is what? Computer operating systems. And under computer operating systems, we have security features and configurations of various what? Of various operating systems. Now, those people who already knows how and knows things about computer, I want to believe you know what OS is, operating systems. You know what OS? You know now? Okay. Now, we have an example under that computer operating system. And the example there is what? Configuring Windows Defender and Linux what? Good. And the next one there is what? Access. Under access control principles, we have methods to control user access and ensure what? The example there is what? Role-based access and what? Access control. Okay. Under still this first, we could be looking at remote what? Maintenance. To ensure practices for what? Remote system manage. And we have an example there. And this our example. This is where I am. Here is the example. The example says using secure shell for remote SSH. Those people who knows about computer system, you must have heard of SSH. I don't know. Hello? Must have heard of SSH. So if someone should have an SSH access to your system, you are gone. You are gone. You don't finish. You are gone. So the second week, we will have to look at authentication and what? Cryptography. Then, under that, we have authentication methods, where we look at what? The techniques for verifying user what? And an example under it will be password, biometric, and smart cards. The next one there is what? Practical, real-world implementation of what? An example there will be what? Using. Week 3 we have computer. Under that we have what? Threats and what? Jesus. Okay, under that threat and vulnerabilities, we have what again? Mitigating. And the example there will be and patch management. And after that, we look at what? Very important. And under that, we have the example we're going to look at is what? After that, we look at and under that, we have what? The example there is high security zones for sensitive. Okay, we are progressing. Then the next one will be, and under security zones we have what? Segmenting network. And the example will be what? Public facing services. Fourth week we will look at network security. Then under network security, we'll be looking at network devices and services. And under that, we have security what? For routers, switches, and other network what? I want to believe you. We all know router. You know what router is? Switch is inco or switch, a switch. A switch. Eh? You don't know what a switch is? Eh? Okay, no problem. So what about, okay, you know normal routers now? Okay. Then the example would be configuring access what? Control list on routers. Then after that, we're going to look at expected threats. This is you preparing for attacks to come. Are you getting? Then under that, we have common network what? Threats and how to prepare for. Then the example will be recognizing and mitigating DDoS attacks. Then the next one there will be what? Under firewalls, we have implementing and the example will be what? To filter incoming and outgoing traffic. Very important. What is a traffic? What is a traffic? Eh? What is a traffic? Conjunction? No, that's not a traffic. Conjunction is not a traffic. Of what? No, traffic must not be excess for it to be a traffic. Not excess load. Multi-tax, no. Not SS command. There's nothing like SS. Traffic can be high and it can be low. So when you're talking about traffic being SS, no. Are you getting? So unless if we are talking about SS traffic or we had, what is it called? Higher traffic. You get? So it can be low, it can be high. Are you getting? It can be low, it can be high. For instance, if you are browsing a website, do you know that you're a traffic? You are is a traffic. Now, what we're going to look at here is what happens during the time people come to access, and when, for instance, when people are downloading or when people are uploading, there are some systems that you will build and keep. People will upload virus. You won't know. Your websites, where design websites, you are asking them to come and apply for something. They will upload virus to you. You will know. You download it into your system. It don't start. Are you getting? So let's continue. The class will be interesting. Okay, we have VPNs. And under VPNs, we'll be looking at using what? For secure. And the example will be configuring a site-to-site what? The next one will be secure LAN. And under that, we'll have what? Ensuring local. And under that, we have a little, this thing we'll look at, an example or an exercise, as the case may be, which is what? Implementing VLANs to what? Network traffic. Now, email communication. We all have one or two email accounts, and we do write emails, we receive emails, right? Some of us don't understand what happens during the time you are sending an email or the time you receive an email. Some of us don't understand what is going on there. And as a matter of fact, someone can build a virus and send it to you through your email. Or if you are in a company or working as a cybersecurity specialist or professional, you're working in a company, you should be able to know the emails you are receiving, the files you are downloading from the emails. Because sometimes, if you are using a platform like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, and other, these third-party email softwares or companies, there is something they do. They filter all your emails. Once the thing is hitting your account, it's being filtered. And if they suspected that something is wrong, there will be a flag. Sometimes they will send it to spam folder. Doesn't pass some security checks. There are security checks, under security checks, that each email must pass for it to arrive at your inbox. If those email, or if that certain email refuse or did not pass that check, it's going to directly to the spam folder. Whether the company, like let it be BCA, once their email account did not pass that check, it's going to spam. And some of us, if we open our spam folder now, our email, we find out that there are many these things there. Some people will tell you that they have billions they want to send to you. There is a problem. Some people will tell you to do this one and things like that. Some of them are even phishing attacks sent to your email that once you click, some of them will tell you that it's Facebook. You open the Facebook something and enter your Facebook username and password, your account will be hacked. Too many of us have this experience. Are you following? So these are how these things work. So during email communication, we will understand how these things work. The possible threats. Are you getting me? So that is it. Then we will look at using what? Email encryption and spam filters. Okay, let's move ahead. Then the fifth week we will look at intrusion and information what? Then under that we will look at common intrusion methods. Look at techniques used by what? Attackers to infiltrate systems. And there will be an example there. And the example will be what? Phishing attacks and engineering. Phishing attacks, just like what I mentioned. When you hear of fish is when someone tries to set you up for something that looks like the real one. And the aim is to get your sensitive data. Are you getting? That is only the aim. To get sensitive data from you, or from a user, or from a victim. So in cybersecurity, we call such person a victim. Yet, so as a victim, what they need from you as a victim is to get your sensitive, not even data. Just like my name. Nobody wants to get my name now. But they want to get like my email address and my password, my Facebook email address. And I don't know if you're getting me. These informations are very, very crucial as far as you as a person, you as a business, as a company, as an institution, as an organization, even as a church. Are you getting me? So it's very, very crucial that you understand how to handle your information. You understand how to handle your information. Okay? So attack can come, it must not be from your system. Attack can come. For instance, somebody might want to do something and come to you as a business person or as a CEO and tell you that give your receipt. You know receipts now, your invoice. Give Dongaya 1 page of your invoice. Or that you should give them your headed paper. Are you getting me? If the person should do anything malicious with that, they will pick you up. They will pick you up. So attack can come either online or offline. It can come in any way. It can come in any way. Are you getting? Not only that you are becoming a cyber security, because cyber has to do with the internet. Not only that you are becoming a cyber guru, at the same time you are going to be much aware and be so much security conscious that you think before you act in most cases. Are you following? So sometimes we are still under phishing. Sometimes you see people, they will be posting all those things. MTN is sharing how many? 20, I don't know what is this. You will see people. I will tell some of my people, don't come back and cry to me. You will see, they will tell you that lottery visa. And they will be asking you your email, asking you this one. You'll be submitting wholeheartedly. Are you getting me? So we ought to be security conscious and understand whatever act or whatever step we are taking. Once it has to do with data, mind you that data is life. Hello? This one I'm saying now is not in our course material. Data is life. And as a cyber expert, you should be so much conscious of either personal data, organizational data, or institutional data in your institution. But data is there. It's very crucial. One mistake can crash the whole data of a company that has been running for over 50 years. One single mistake. One single mistake. Just one. Just one, maybe one worker came to work in the morning, logged into his or her account, and see one click and download. And he or she clicks and download and press. That is all. All the network will be corrupted. And the attack has begun. Before you know what is going on, something is gone. It's gone. It's gone. Are you getting me? So we all ought to be very conscious of our actions. Now, we have network attacks. And under network attacks, we'll be looking at types of what? Attacks, targeting networks and their countermeasures. And the example will be what? Mitigating man-in-the-middle attack using what? Encryption. Using encryption. Okay, the next one, we now have intrusion. And under that, we'll be looking at systems and practices to dictate what? And the example will be what? Snort. Now, the next one there we responses. And we have be isolating and I want to believe some of us have heard of forensic. So also as a cyber security personnel, you should have a knowledge of that. Because cyber security as a field is full of analysis. That is first thing. You must be good with looking at things, coming to conclusion, and measures to counter it. So you must be good in that area of analysis. And you must be proactive. Are you following? You must be proactive. It's not something that, okay, even if I'm not, it's a must. You must be proactive. Because you need to think ahead of the attacker. Are you getting to think ahead of the attacker? For instance, if you have a customized system where you get emails or you get notifications based on any visitor or based on any traffic, once you get any notification, you should be able to analyze it immediately. Analyze where the traffic is coming. If it's coming from US, if it's coming from Russia, is the traffic a system-based traffic? That is bot-based traffic. Because if you have a system, for instance, maybe a website or a web portal, as the case may be, or a system living in the cloud, there are some bots that do visit it. Bots. One of the common bots is Google bots. Google bots. So they do visit. Sometimes you have a system that has form. We know what form is. You know what a form is, right? You come to a website and you see maybe something like this, and they ask you to enter your name, enter your son name, maybe your phone number, and at the end they ask you to submit here. That is a form. Are you getting? So sometimes if you have a system that has this form, when you go to your back end, you will see multiple submission. Sometimes it's the work of a bot. Are you getting? It's the work of a bot sometimes. Sometimes it might still be an attack. So it is during the course of your analysis, that is when you'll be able to dictate or to ascertain this is this and that is that. Are you getting? So analysis is very much important. Now, we now have computer what? Forensics. And under computer forensics, we'll be doing investigating and doing what? Security incidents. Security incidents. Then, an example will be collecting and analyzing what? After a breach. After that, we look at recovery plan. There will always be a plan for you to recover some of your data in most cases. In most cases. So that's why you are advised to take a backup at interval. Take a backup that is very far from this thing. So that when attack, or if attack should happen, you bounce back to your backup. Are you getting? What you just need to do is to wipe and then restore. Are you getting? So even if you will still lose some data, that's just the truth. But what will now happen is that the measure of the data you are going to lose won't be that much. Are you getting? For instance, if you are running a system or if you are running an organization where you take backup at the end of each day, at the end of each day you take a backup. So if it happens to be that the last backup you have is the one on Monday, and on Tuesday there was an attack on Tuesday. Are you getting? What will happen is that the only data you are going to forfeit is the data from that Tuesday morning to that time that thing happened, the breach took place. So you can easily restore your backup from Monday. Are you getting? So when you hear of backup, some people, I don't know, they don't used to take it as serious as it should. So some people take it easily or lightly. So backup is very important, because the truth is, if you don't have any data to lay hold on, you don't have a company again. No. Once you, as a company, once you lose all your data, I don't know. For instance, as Google, as big as Google happens to lose, God forbid though, because if that thing happens, too many companies will shut down. Automatically, if Google should face an attack that they will lose from their data center, Yoruba say, Otilo Abi, it don't go. Are you getting? Too many companies will be what? Affected, because Google is powering too many startups, too many companies, and so they cannot actually risk such. Are you getting? So taking backup is very, very essential. Sometimes you take backup without confirming the backup you took. That's another thing. Some of us will take backup. Okay, okay, maybe going. Sometimes confirm the backup. Now, one of the ways to confirm, the simplest way to confirm your backup is that check the description of the file. Are you following? If you check the description of the file, it will tell you it is created on so day. This is the size. Now, considering the size, you now check your previous size, because after doing a work today, the backup of yesterday and today should not be the same. The size, in terms of size, there should be little difference in terms of size. So you need to confirm your backup. If not, you might even do a backup and it happens to be that your backup has a breakage. Yes, Oneme, you won't know now your backup has a breakage. Or maybe you are in a hurry, you copied your something and removed and you eject your device. At the end of the day, you want to restore. You find out that the data is already broken. You can't restore because it will be giving you error. Are you getting? So look at your backup. Now the example we have there is creating a disaster recovery plan and conducting what? Regular drills. So drills has to be do with, will I call it teaching, as the case may be. Trying to teach people on a particular thing or something like that. So regularly, if you are found in an organization where you do mostly things that has to do with computer systems, networks, and things like that, consider teaching your workers, your colleagues, things about this. Are you getting? So that even if you are not around, they will be able to carry out a recovery distance, because they already have some insights or they already know some things on how to recover from whatever thing that has happened. So even if you are not on seat, they can be able to do one or two things at least to start from there. And that takes us to the last week, which happens to be network management practice. And we will have what we call automated what? And under that, we will look at tools and techniques for automatically. When you on the first one is different from this one. I don't know, we have this kind of thing up, but this one now will be automated. Are you getting? To be automated so that whether you on sit or not, you can keep an eye. Are you getting? You can keep an eye. Then under that, we'll have using tools like what? NASOS, automated vulnerability scanning. And after that, we have what we call scanning techniques and approaches. Methods for what? Network and system. For what? Weaknesses. You have to scan your systems and your network to see a loophole. Are you getting? To see something that might enable an attacker or any attacker to attack your network or your system. So you have to search or scan for them. And we're going to be conducting regular port what? Scanning with Nmap. Nmap is a tool. What do you say? Port. Eh? I'm coming. BOT. Okay, but. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, now, after that, we have countermeasures against what? Network threats. And under that, we will look at strategies to do what? To defend against network-based. And after that, we'll look at an example which says prevention system. And after that, we will call it a day for that. So let's look at the first week. Let's start from the first week and then see how far we go before we call it a day. Okay. Introduction to cybersecurity proper. Now we move so much forward to the first something we have, which says prevention what? Strategies. Now, the prevention strategies we have here says prevention is the first what? Line of what? In cybersecurity. It's about putting measures in place to do what? To stop unauthorized and data breaches before they even happen. So, this prevention of a thing is so crucial and essential that you as a cyber professional, you need to be so much conscious of it. You need so much conscious of whatever thing that can create a vacuum, whatever thing that can create a means, a medium, from which an attack can take place. Are you getting? So it's the first line of defense. So make sure that you do away with whatever thing that would even give anyone unauthorized access. Whatever thing that could give anyone unauthorized access, even before the breaches takes place. Then, another thing there, the key prevention strategies include what? Strong password policies. And when we are talking about password, people think that password is just normal thing. Hello? Password is not just any normal thing. As a matter of fact, do you know that your account, your bank account, you still have your money inside is because of your password? Are you aware? Oh, you don't know? Your bank account still have your money inside now. It's because of your password. If not, it don't go. So some people take this password of a thing lightly. Are you following? So password ought not to be joked with. Don't joke with your password or any password as far as the name password or passcode or PIN is there. Are you getting? So, and there are some standard way that a strong password should follow, or some standard flow it should follow. And the first one there is what? Use complex passwords. And in brackets, we have mix uppercase. You know what uppercase is? Capital letters. Lowercase, that is small letters, numbers, and then symbols. Are you following? So, in other words, if you are creating a password for a system, or you are signing up, or whatever thing, whether your account or any portal, make sure that your password follows this principle. Now, there are some exceptions and corrections. Some people will put their name there and put their phone number and maybe put one other symbol. Maybe art. Art is very, very common in people's password. You know art? Art. This art now is very, very common. This art that is like this is very, very common in people's password. Even as I'm talking with us here, some people here, their password might have art. I don't know if you're getting me. So I know that it is very, very common. So to break into an account owned by you, you see that the person has passed one security check. Because these measures, is all of them are security checks. The uppercase, the lowercase, numbers, and then the symbols. All of them are security checks. So the person having your art has passed the symbol. One step has gone. So if the person should dedicate 1 month on your account, the person will hack your account. You are gone. Hello? Ogula. Nothing else. David. David. You'll be seeing David. What is going on? Before Ghana go back, so that is it. So sometimes we use our names. Yes, now. Some of us use our name. Some of us use our name. Nkojo, yeah, the one way they pay me pass. Some people use their date of birth. I don't know where that one is coming from. Some people, the number side now, they use their date of birth. So anybody who has your date of birth has passed, and your art, the person has passed too. Maybe your name. You don't hack your something now. You don't finish. Or when you also not there. Nothing is there. So we need to be very, very conscious and very careful during our password creation. So you can even use your name, but make sure you mix it in a way that it will take 2 decades for a computer system to know one letter from your password. Because in a very organized system, once you submit your password, nobody sees it. That's what we call encryption. Are you following? There is what we call encryption. Once you submit, it hashes and then goes to the database. Are you getting me? So, but what if the programmer or the developer of the website or the portal or the software did not use the hash method on the password field? What if? So it simply means that you're meeting your password raw to the database. And now the database, anything that is in the cloud is not 100% safe. Hello, that's another thing you should know as a cybersecurity professional. Whatever thing you see on the internet, as a with a password, nothing will happen to it. It's not safe. It's not. There is always people who are ahead of you. if I'm hosting a website here now, I'm the builder. I'm the one who created the website, and I'm hosting, and I'm asking you to come to my website and submit data that is secured. Assuming I'm using a hosting company. There are people who call hosting companies. Assuming I'm using a hosting, okay, for instance, my company hosts websites. So, assuming one of our clients who bought web hosting plans from us is not telling somebody, come to my website, it's highly secured, nothing is going on, nothing. And imagine that we are hosting the person, so we are holding the person's system. And we holding. There are people we call the data center. The people we are working with, they are there with the physical system. What we have from here now is not the physical system, even as a hosting company. Are you getting? What we have here is not the physical system. We only have the logins, normal logins, which will enable us to do some administrative works. Are you getting? But in our data center, that is where the physical system is. And the client we are hosting, I don't know if you are following me. The client we are hosting is telling someone, assuring someone that the system is secured. And now, the bridge didn't come from us. It came now from the data center. Maybe the data center faced the DDoS. You saw that in the DDoS attack or something. They faced an attack. And it happened to be that it affected everyone's system. What will happen? You see that something has gone wrong. Because you who is assuring someone that this thing is secured, you should not be giving them 100% assurance. If not, I give the police be a brugi. Yes, now you go and explain. Are you getting? So that's why sometimes you see terms and conditions. Thank God, I don't know. The man who brought out that terms and conditions, God will bless him anywhere he is. I don't know whether the man don't die, but God will bless him. If not, some of us are saying not here. And we're saying us in prison by now. Are you getting? So this is how this thing works. So even at your very strong password, the system is not 100% secured. It is not, as far as it's living in the cloud. Are you getting? So whatever thing you see on the internet is not 100% what? It's not 100% secured. This myself. Now that to make the one fight for Lagos. So no place be no man's land. That's the truth. You get? So the cloud has to do with the internet and its components. So what I'm trying to say there is that you mix your password to be very strong, at least to reduce the tendency of attack. Okay, the next one is what? Maximum length what? Requirement. Example 12. About 75% of us here, our password don't used to reach 12. So your own is more than that. Kudus. Some is 6, some is 12, some is even 8. Are you getting? So these things are not secured. If I tap my password here, oh God. If I type my password here, you'll not say something there. So if someone should get to, maybe you're using Access Bank app, and you know Access Bank app, I think is 8 or thereabouts. That's their app, the minimum. So, and it happens to be that the first 4 letters is your date of birth. And then one symbol. And then maybe 2 or 3 digits from your name. You don't, certainly one day, no only say, man, somebody never remember you. If they remember you, they will hack you once. red. If you are using Truecaller, you will see that orange color debit. So, in essence, try to make your password, like make it, you get, so that even if someone wants to hack your system, only I can not hack here. You can away. So that's just the thing. Then another thing there is what? Regular password what? Regular password changes. Now, by the reason of how technology and the world of tech has become, once you sign anything on your system, the same thing will be on your phone. Provided that there's what we call sync. Provided you sync your system and your phone together. So once you are browsing something, especially as Google Chrome is, whatever thing you do on Google Chrome on your system, provided that same account is logged into your phone, the same thing is on your phone. No? Let's assume person go hijack your system and you have your password stored, because once you create an account or submit something that has to do with sign up and things like that, there is always a pop-up that asks you to do what? To save the password. And about 90% of us will press save. Yes, 90% will press save. We'll press save. Me too used to press. We press save. Pim. Now, the sweet part of it is once you come to that place again, it will remind you, submit, gawa. But that is not cool. That is not okay. It's very bad. It's even to your own detriment. It is even to your own detriment. I'm coming, sir. So Google still went ahead to do something that they call password manager. Now what Google does is that it looks through the internet. And once it senses that this password has been used in places, it will tell you to change this password. I don't know if we are using password manager. If you are here, you are not using password manager, try to. Are you getting? It will tell you this thing is not secured. Please change. And then you will go to change. What do you say? Yes, it does. And it will suggest for you unfriendly password. Like, unfriendly password. Don't go there. So, and at least 90 days, you change your password every 90 days. Are you getting a strong password? The possibility of someone having access to your account is from 90 days. Someone who is on the system trying to crack your password can run that attack for 90 good days for the person to be able to excel to scale through for at least 40%. I don't know if you're getting this percentage of a thing I'm calling. So at least 40% of your password can be cracked under 90 days. I'm talking about strong password though. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is it. And the B part of it, of this prevention strategies, is what? Multi-authentication. Now, when we talk about multi-factor authentication, some people don't like this thing. Some people will call it, we have what we call, another thing we call two-factor authentication. Some people don't like this thing because it's stressful. Are you getting? It's stressful. So some of us, we don't like to activate it. Some people will open an account. They won't like to activate 2FA. We don't like it because it do stress. Okay, kwesi make something. Happy I say Gana one app, Gaga with one code from there and paste. And if you go to that app, maybe your sister code that spy. You have to go back again and bring another code. So some of us look at it as if not stressful. But now, you won't be looking at it that all the stressful because you are now a cyber world professional. So, under that we have something you know, which is the password. The second one is something you have, your smartphone, your laptops and your systems, and then something you are, which is what? Fingerprint. Your fingerprint. So, in the nano system, some of the systems are in those days you want a fingerprint. I don't normally see that in again now. This system on here, okay. I thought this thing is light book. Okay, the big one okay on here. Good. So some systems has that this thing there. So I think all this smart system and Abia. I don't know. So that fingerprint of a thing is very, very crucial because Face ID too. Are you getting? Because when you want your fingerprint, no one has your fingerprint. This fingerprint, no one has it. No one has your fingerprint. So that is why as I'm holding this mic now, my fingerprint is here. Yes, my fingerprint is here. Okay, you don't know. My fingerprint is here. So if they should ask, who touched this mic? And you said, I'm not the one. I not even come close. They just need to pick it with a tissue or one piece of cloth or hand glove and pick it to the lab. After some forensic analysis, they will too catch you. Are you getting? So whatever thing you are touching, your fingerprint, you are leaving your fingerprint on that thing. Anywhere you touch, your fingerprint is there. Are you getting? So, and your fingerprint is who you are. That's who you are. So, and 2FA can fall under these three categories. It can be a password or a passcode, which you know. It can be something you have. For instance, those people using Google 2FA, Google Authentication, Google Auth. If you want to log in, where they will ask you to go to Google. If you don't have your mobile phone, forget it. You can't log in that day. Are you getting? Unless if you have to contact the company and prove that it is you. Are you getting me? You have to contact the company. Even some companies will tell you once you misplace you don't finish. Yes, the thing once happened to me. I was using an exchanger called Latokun. So, and I changed my phone. The other one, I'm on the camera, so I'm on another phone. Change everything. And when I installed the app, I wanted to log in. Only for me to find out that there is a code. There is something I activated inside my account that no other phone will be able to log in. No other system will log in my account unless I have that main one. My brother, I to write email. I wrote and wrote and wrote. The funniest part of it was they were responding to me now. You get? They were responding to me. But thank God that after all the writings, I was able to recover my destiny. They were responding to me. They would tell me, they told me that I will tell them the exact amount, the crypto denominations, every God. And God so kind me, I know what I get. So I was able to actually tell them, this one and this one, this is the last time I did my last transaction to so place. That was how I was able. Had it been that I was unable to prove that it belonged to me, you don't go. Nothing else. And now, some of this company, once they look at, they log in your system, and maybe they look at, there's what we call logs. We'll still look at it during the course of our training. That's what we call logs. Log is when someone visits your website or the app, it shows where the person is coming from. It picks the person's IP address. Because the IP address, you can use it to find where the person is coming from. You get? Picks the person's IP address, picks the time, very important. The IP address and then the time of the person or where the person is. So it picks those things and then submits so that the administrators will be able to see what is going on. It's for security reasons too. Are you getting? So that when there is attempt, it will show. When there is an attempt, it will show. Are you getting? It is. So during these logs, this log comes with this information for you to be able to analyze and know the traffic coming in. Are you getting? So if that visitor happens to be an attacker coming in with the person's activity, you'll be able to know. Now, some systems are being programmed that once you try it more than 3 times, to shut down. Even some bank apps are that way. Once you try to transfer money, API and Kembo, it no go. They will tell you it's remaining 3 times. 3. Get Pia, it no go. They will log you out. Okay, ATM ga working na card ga you can't get the card again. Your card don't go. So these things are just for security reasons. So check where a situation whereby someone's card was stolen and the person went to ATM to pick money, to withdraw the person's money, and you try the first one, try the second one, try the third one, ATM sees or takes in the card. You can't go into the counter now. And we take it there, you are gone. You can't go in. You get, unless if you are the owner, then you can now go in. Apply, or I think I never after the card. I never after, right? If you are lucky, okay, if it is the same bank. So these things are for security reasons. So sometimes I lay Nigeria. Yes, that is the truth. It's a little my card sit on my ATM machine and now I'm not the card. So I have to go and take another. It's for security. It's even for our own good. Are you getting? So some of these things are for our own good and our own benefits. So you're brave. Now, let's go ahead. Okay, this is a Google account interface. This is a Google account interface where Google, some of us should be conversant with this interface. But I believe 50% never enter here before. Some people never go here before. So wait, let me sign into one of my accounts and then project it. Any questions so far? Be audible, sir. Again, OTP. OTP fall under double factor. Are you getting? Multiple authentication. Because what OTP does is that it's trying to ensure that you are the person. Are you getting me? Hello? OTP tries to know if you are actually the person. Because if you are not the person, that it simply means that you don't have the mobile phone or you don't have access to the email where they will send the code to. You get? So automatically, if you don't have access to the device, you can't get the code. And if you can't get the code, at least for 90%, you can't be able to have access for 90%. Because if it's like Google that has try another means or try another method, the person might try a method that through which he or she can be able to have access. Are you getting? So at least 90% of the systems using OTP is to ensure that the users don't fall victim for such attacks. Are you getting me? So that is how the something is. Any questions so far? Did you see bots on our screen today? Yes, I used it, which I said I will explain to you. So this is a Google. This is a Google interface, account interface. Some of us, once we hear Google, we only know email or Gmail. Okay. So let me go to data and the privacy. Let me go to security. I'll say you have security what? Okay. Recent security activity. Compromised passwords found. On which day? October 13th. Right? Now, there is also an event that they found another compromised password, which is on what? 5th October. Now, Google as an organization prepared this thing and gave it to people free of charge to use. Some of us are not using it. Some of us don't even want to know what is there. And we keep on facing unnecessary attacks. If I should click on this now, it's okay. Even yesterday, we are doing analysis now. Are you following? We are doing analysis. Even yesterday, by 43 p.m. and is even it gave us a badge new there to show that it's the most recent. Now let's do check password. Please don't go and hack my system. Or okay, password checkup. Okay, to start or to get started, you will need to verify is what? So even that, okay, notwithstanding me having full access to this account, Google still demands that I do what? A security. For them to know that I'm the one. For them to know that I'm the one. See? Now, they're asking me for my words, my password. Okay, now see that thing. See that thing when we they talk? Look here. See our password just line up. All are saved passwords. All of them are saved. So let me try this. I don't even know my password self. Okay, thank God. Is this one? Is this one? Is this one? Okay. Now, this password check was done from how many websites? 700 and what? And apps. Now, compromised password is how many? 500 and what? If you minus 513 from 783, you found out that automatically I'm gone. Are you following? Because about more than 60% of the password has already been compromised. Are you seeing anything? Now, the next one here, so if I should click on each and every one of them, they will start giving me the website that's this thing that I need to change the password. Are you seeing something? They will start giving me all those 513 websites. They will give me all of them to change their passwords. At least 70 to 85% of the organizations we have or the companies we have out there make use of Google. So you as a security expert, the possibility of you using Google is very high. Are you getting me? So because some companies are running Google. You know that Google has a premium version. Google has a premium version where you pay. Yes, where you pay money. It has a premium version. So some companies are on Google. They are running on Google, premium version. Are you getting? Paying money. So you as a security expert, if you find yourself in such organization, you should be able to make use of Google very, very effectively. Now we have 847 reused. So automatically, person will hack website A, can hack website B, can hack website C, can hack website D by the reason of. So you reusing your password is even much dangerous than you think. Are you getting? It's more dangerous than you think. Now the next one here, there says 471 accounts using a what? Using a weak password. So it's telling me that 400 and if I should click here now, it will show me all of them are here. All of them are here. All of them are here. Even a bank itself, even a bank is using a weak password. Oh God. Even a bank is using weak password. What a life. So this is how this thing works. So it is either you make use of, there is an institution called Oracle that you can make use of their softwares. You can integrate their software into your day-to-day activities and utilize some of the features they have, just like these two. Are you getting? The thing there is that you make use of a tool that will enable you as a cybersecurity or as a cybersecurity professional or expert to know what is going on. For instance, if, okay, we have some security personnel here outside there. Anyway, gunshots outside. What would they do? First thing is to lock up this place. That gate now, the first thing they would do is to lock it up. That's the first thing they would do. The next thing is, the next thing they will do is to release the dogs. Are you getting? Is to release the dogs. These things are, what is it called? Measures or strategies to mitigate any possible attack. That is how it is here. So when you sign up with a strong password, number one, and the password you are using hasn't been used elsewhere, number two, and then you are using OTP or you are using Google Auth or any other authentication means to give another layer of security to your system, to your data, or to whatever thing you are doing, or account. Are you following? So some of these tools has already prepared a flow that will aid you as a cybersecurity expert or professional to do your work effectively. Okay, let me assume that I am writing a report, or I'm doing a report on some account, as the case may be. This thing automatically has given me some hint of what to write. Because after your work as a cybersecurity expert, you must write. Those analyses, you have to report them. I will still show us some works I've done. I think 1 or 2 works I've done in the past, where I analyzed some websites or web portals, as the case may be. Are you getting? So you're aware. Let's continue. So at your leisure, you can actually go on to explore more of that security interface from Google. Because the truth is, you can't be able to use any tool if you don't understand how the tool is. If you don't understand the flow of a particular tool, you browse because you understood how it is. You know where to enter the website, the web address. You know where to enter your search, your keywords. Are you getting? If you download something, you know where download option. You know where to find it. The history, you know where it is. So any tool you don't understand, you can't use. It's not a magic. Are you getting? So that is it. Now, okay. Okay, hands-on exercise. Set up a what? MFA on a test account. Set up a MFA on a test account. So I think I do here why you look at me, right? I do here why you look at me. Some people can do, but the issue there is that you don't log an account. That's the rule. You don't log an account to any of the systems. So, on that note now, I want to plead with us. Please, make your systems available for this course. So, because some of the things we need to do, you do it on your systems. Hello? Some of the things you need to do, you do them on your what? On your personal systems. Because you need to be taking them home and also continue from where we've stopped in the class. So, I want to believe from our next class, those coming here for physical training, our next class will be on Saturday. It should be on Wednesday, but it has been shifted. It has been shifted considering both you people. Are you getting? Because about 90% of the people here are already engaged with a whole lot of things. So Saturday has, at least, if you are doing anything, it shouldn't be that much. Are you getting me? So we do our lesson here on Saturday. We do our lesson here Saturday by 3 o'clock. Our lesson begins by 3 o'clock. So those who will be going for online classes by Saturday by 3, please, you join the class by 3. So whatever thing you are doing, make sure that you are free by 3. While those who are coming here physically, come along with your systems. I can't hear you clearly, sir. You come. But it is highly recommended that you come with a system. Are you following? If you have someone you can borrow from, borrow. That will give you an edge to learn. Because, for instance, after doing today, we go home, right? Next time we are doing a class will be by Saturday. You check in between the days. You have much time. Even if you are looking at one or two things, between today and Saturday, you should have gotten familiarized with something. Are you getting? So it's highly recommended that you own a system or that you come with a system. Okay? A good one in that matter, as the case may be. So if you don't have system, fine and good. If your own has minor issue, take it to the engineers or the repairers, let them repair for you. Okay? Let them fix it. Because it will help you a whole lot. So your brain. On what? On what? On what? Yes. I said that this thing will be there. Then I will be sending it to the platform after the class. Yes. So now, the hands-on exercise there says set up MFA, multi-what? Authentication on a test account. And then the test account we'll be using will be a Google account. So now, let me... I'm coming. So this thing I'm doing now, I'm using my accounts to do. Please, if you want to test, use your accounts to test. Don't go and look for someone's account. If they arrest you, I'm not your tutor. Yes, now. Before you say it's your tutor that said we should do it. So this is an account I created. So we are going to head over to the account. Let's set up multi-factor authentication for it. Okay. This is the account. This is my personal information. This is the data and privacy. This is the security. You have what? And it said what? Protect. Okay, let's open that. Now, these are some of the security checks. And these security checks has to do with, how you sign into. Okay. Now, look at 2F is what? Is off. Pass keys, nothing. I'm not using. Then password, last changed was what? Okay. Now, skipped password when possible is on. So sometimes I can skip my password. Now, Google prompt, 3 devices. Recovery phone number, nothing. Recovery email account, nothing. So if care is not taken, if anything should happen to this account now, I will lose it. Because there is no phone number that Google will use. Mind you that when you do for password on Google or you want to do Google account recovery, it will ask you to input the email address you used for backup or your phone number, your recovery phone number. So what if I don't have it? And my email too, I don't have it. So at least for 45%, the account is 45% gone. Are you following? So some of these things are some of the things you look at. Now, let's go over to the security checks. Now, it's telling me to add my phone number. Now, I'm going to add my phone number. Lower. Which one is mine? Okay, please, people of God. Let me take it to this way and then find my password and put. Why are you laughing? Eh? No, I trust. Why won't I? If I don't trust, I won't be teaching you cyber security. But you know, sometimes, even when you trust your person, you apply your due diligence. And it be like, I don't forget my password self for this something. Man, my brother. It be like, I don't forget the password though. Yeah. Control A. Oh, Lua. Forgotten my password. But that notwithstanding. Okay, verify is you. Now watch. This account, we are using it on to do some company related stuff. Nothing much before I go put eye there. Nothing much. But now, the first phone is not my phone. So these are my workers. One of them is using the S23. So this thing now will pop up on her phone, telling her to authenticate it. So the reason why it is not even sending to my phone is that I disconnected my phone. So I'm trying to on my network now so that I'll get it on my phone. Okay, I can see something like try another way. Are you following? So if I should press try another way, it should show me another. So it's not telling me to press yes from my phone or something. It's popping out that same phone. So that means now that I have to make call to tell how to authenticate this thing. I must call the person to press 23 for me. If not, I can't have access to this system. So all these things we are seeing now, all of them are security measures. Hello? All of them are all security measures. If your own no get, if you know they do them, today that you are becoming a cybersecurity professional, start considering things like this. Because, yes, hello. Yeah, check your No, once you draw down your. No. You confirm only. Okay. Other car. That my account doesn't have this thing. So now I can confidently and fully go to this account and change the password. So if someone should change the password of your email is gone now. And then the email holding your account, holding your valuables. Ogulano. Are you getting? So these things ought to be considered always, not sometime. Not sometime, always. Always. I think I should do the, okay, all the here will show you Walla from my phone. So let me try to reinitiate. Let me resend. Okay, 42 now. So let's just look at some other things. Why this one keeps. Okay, the B part of our lesson is physical security. Okay, why we often focus on digital what? Securities, just like what I said initially. Physical security is equally what? Important. Physical security is equally important. Are you getting? And equally important in what? Protecting our system and what? Data. And the key physical security measures we have there is number one, biometric access. We are talking about the devices. Our devices that has to do with BIOS. Our biometric device, it can be even cameras. It can be your camera, your system camera. Are you getting? So, the next one there is, okay, we have the fingerprint scanners. We have the what? Facial recognition. This one is now very common in our today's world. Face ID. Are you getting? So it's now very, very common. The next one is what? Retina scanner. Then these are. God, why is this phone becoming so noisy? These are all biometric access controls. What these devices does is that they help us to ensure good compliances in terms of access controls, specifically when it has to do with biometrics. Are you getting me? Specifically when it has to do with what? Biometrics. So these systems or these scanners, as the case may be, would help you regulate the access to your network, to your system, and so on. The next one we have there is what? Surveillance systems. Where we see CCTV cameras, motion what? Detectors, alarm systems. Now, CCTV camera is very common. It's very, very common. It's very, very common. Then motion detectors. Now, some CCTV cameras now has motion detectors. And also, some of them are being done in a way that they can raise an alarm. Are you getting? So if you should get one system, one CCTV system, it can cover this whole thing. But apart from that, we have CCTV cameras on their own. We have motion detectors on their own. Are you getting? Sometimes they are being positioned together with the CCTV. Sometimes they can even be positioned in a way that even the person, the visitor, won't know. Are you getting? You will never know now. You can't know that it is there. But once whatever thing you are doing is seeing you and is sending signal. And then we have alarm systems. Now this alarm system is commonly found in American movies where they want to thief and you hear wow, 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 wow. But when you are running it automatically, there are some restricted areas and zones that you can sync a CCTV camera, the motion detector, and then the alarm systems together. Where CCTV camera has to see the visitor or the intruder. That's the right word, the intruder. The motion detector dictates whatever thing the person wants to do, and then send signal to the alarm system. And the alarm system raises the alarm to inform whosoever of the intrusion. So this is for physical securities. So understanding another thing, understanding how CCTV camera at least work is very crucial and important to a cyber security specialist. You need to understand how CCTV cameras work, because CCTV camera can also be connected to the internet. Are you aware? It can also be good. It can also be connected to. Yeah, most of them now. Unless it's those olden days one. Most of them. To sync it. So they do have internet access now. So that wherever you are, as I am now, I can access my house, my boss' house in Lagos, here now. He's not in Nigeria, he can also access his home now. His bedroom everywhere, there is CCTV everywhere. The man, are you getting? So that shows that he's security conscious. He's security conscious. So what the CCTV camera does is, it records and stores. After about how long the this thing will be over. Yes, I mean what is it called? The previous backup, it will override the previous backup. The HDD, the hard drive you are using. They normally use like terabytes so that you'll be able to get the thing very well. So that is it. So the reason for that is, it backs up. The reason for that 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, or as the case may be, is for it to back up whatever thing going on. Because I think after, you can set it after, is it a month or thereabouts? 1 month. So after 1 month, it will override the previous backup. So within 1 month, you have the backup of whatever thing that has been going on. So that is why when you look at some things or sometime, something will happen. They will say, is there CCTV cameras there? They said yes. Please bring us the backup, the footage. Are you getting me? Just like Bobrisky and Very Dark Man and the House of Assembly and Umunne. So they told the correctional services, they told them to bring the footage of the place they kept the man, the woman. So they said they have, that they will bring. Up to now, we never see. So security, being security conscious physically is also important. Because if you happen to be a cybersecurity specialist anywhere or in any organization, you also be the one mining the surveillance systems. You will be the admin. Are you getting? You will be the admin. So you're Brian. Okay. One person should answer him. Eh? Who wants to answer? Answer. I'm coming. Okay. So who else? Who else? Who else? Okay. Okay. That is that spot. So there are some systems you see, they are doing face ID. They are not checking your eyes. Like MTN registration.
Yes.
Are you getting? Checks the eyeball. So that is why there are some systems there are some places you will go or some high-tech companies. You want to enter your office, it needs to see your mporanya. Not even your smart card or even your fingerprint now. Because your fingerprint can be cloned. Are you aware? Yes. Your fingerprint can be cloned. So once someone succeeds in cloning your fingerprints, the person can have access. But yes. So the person who does it, so that's why in most cases, maybe in some banks, they will force the manager. They will force themselves. They will force the manager to come and look at it, so that it checks and then gives access. Are you getting now? So some ATM too. Okay, how?
They don't use face. They don't use face. Just.
Okay, your eyes.
Happened to me.
That's why ATM has a camera there. It has a camera. So if you cover your face, go there, go collect money. So implementing physical security measures. We'll soon round up. Implementing security measures physically, there is always a flow to it. And the first one there says, conduct a risk assessment. Conduct a risk assessment. Now, when we talk about risks simply means or can be possibly something that will give Yes. Something that could possibly give a legal ground to an intruder. The person I'm calling an intruder, you know the person is Navi? An attacker. Assistant landlord. So, I don't know if you're getting. So, risk assessment, you need to conduct it and know. For instance, after setting up a CCTV camera, you use your system to check it. You use, is it RJ47 code? That same code that you can use to connect your router to the AVR or DVR, right? DVR or AVR, right? DVR or NVR. We have NVR. That's DVR. There's another decoder. They called NVR. NVR, right? Hey, check. Eh? That one is for intercom. You can also use it for CCTV. Yeah, CCTV has its own. Now, you don't use coaxial cable, right? You don't use coaxial cable to connect it. You use RJ47 to connect it with what's the name of this? What's the name of this cord again? RJ47. What's the name of the cord, please? RJ45 or 47. Okay, RJ45. The name of the cord is what? Cat6 cord. Cat6. We have Cat5 too. But RJ45 is Cat6. So you can connect your system to your DVR or NVR using RJ47 powered cord. You get to connect it for checks. You run some check. You check the ports, if there is any ports. Because believe you me, factoring a mistake. Hello. Factoring a mistake. So if there should be any mistake and you being a professional, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, you see that there's already a threat or there is already a room for someone to operate from. So risk assessment is quite important. Now, secondly, we have what? Use layered security. Using layered security approach has to do with when someone logs into a system. For instance, an organization, there is a server, and each system is connected to the server. And when a user logs in, the person will be able to access whatever thing assigned or do whatever task that the person ought to do. If an attack comes, there are some attacks that would stop at that first layer. The first layer I mean there is that only that user will be attacked. Hello. There are attacks that will be only on that user. It won't extend. Are you following? It won't extend. Unless if there are some misconfigurations during your server setup. So you also, as a security expert, you should also have the basic knowledge of system administration, server management, and things like that. So once that user is being attacked, you as the admin, you know your measures to take. You know the approaches or the approach to use. If someone downloads, that is why some organization like, could remember while I was working with a company, a tech company, we work from the server. Everybody work, even the boss work, he works from the server. Everyone has its own account. So you cannot be able to download something and install on that system you are using on your account. the boss needs to authenticate you, or the CTO. And also I happen to be the CTO. So if I don't grant you the access to install that thing, you cannot install it. So this is also a security strategy. Are you following? So this is to ensure that none of our workers downloads a system or downloads a software or whatever thing and install on the system without proper check. Without a proper check. Because once our server is being attacked, so automatically the company is on one corner. Are you getting? So it is either that we lose everything, or somebody will steal away our information as a company. And you know what that means? If you should lose your data as a company to an intruder, it simply means that your company has been hijacked at least 60%, depending on the kind of business you run. So that is it. The second one there, the yellow one there, is what? Choose the right security technologies. For instance, there are some companies, organizations that using smart card won't be of any help. Like, are you getting me? You don't need any smart card. But there are companies that they need smart card. For instance, a hotel. Now, there are some hotels that use smart card. Smart cards. Are you getting? So that smart card now is another kind of security what? Technology of its own. You don't possibly need to go and be Bulgaria key. So even if the key is not around, you can have access as far as you have checked in and do the payments and all the formalities, and the card has been handed over to you. For that time, you are the owner of that room for that time. That period of time, you're going to stay there. You are the owner of the room. So that room is at least 80% under you. Not up to 80. Why do you say so? No. This is how, when you are making payment for services, this is how it works. More especially services that has to do with duration. That's time you pay until it expires. Yes, they have access to the room. Sometimes it's based on permission. There are some hotels that will not come to clean your room unless you call them to come. Are you getting me now? So these things are all security measures. There are some hotels that once you check in, unless if you call them, that's when they will come to your room. If you don't, they won't come. What do you say? No, it's up to 80%. It's up to 80%. Because hotels don't, number one, is because once you enter a hotel room, anything you do there, the hotel management don't know. Are you getting? If they want to know, they will know. That is now, they are now monitoring you, which is against your right. And it is punishable. And they can even pay penalty for that. They don't. You can know without them knowing that you know. You can sue them for that. It's just, for instance, planting a camera for you, which is very common. In your room, they planted a camera. You find out there is a camera device in this place. You can sue the hotel for that. Are you getting? It's a breach. Are you getting? It's a security breach. Are you getting me now? So you can sue them and they will pay penalty for that. They will pay penalty for that. Even in Nigeria, that the system is not working well. Yes, now this is what happens. When you are checking into a hotel, they expect you to still check out with the person you are checking into. It is either the person. That's why, I don't know if you've noticed something. When if I'm in a hotel room now, for you to come to my hotel room, I need to authorize you to come. Now, authorizing you to come simply means that I'm the one giving you access, not the hotel. So whatever thing that happens, before you hold the hotel, what is it called, ransom, who authorized the person to come in? You. Then, if any man is yanaka. Are you getting? So sometimes these things, we see them, we don't understand the reason why these things are there. So if you are checking into a hotel with somebody, just like what you said, and you're name now, and hotel, check very well. They cannot go to any standard hotel and do such thing. No one will search you. No. No one does that. No. Yes. Like something like do not smoke. Do not smoke is part of it. But yeah, some people will still go into the room and smoke. Are you getting? So, no. See, if you are checking in, the way it should be is you should at least feel at home a little. But once they have do's and don'ts, please, it is advisable that you keep to it. It's advisable you keep to it. Are you getting? Okay. It's advisable you keep to it. So then, who wants to ask a question?
I want to ask him.
You want to ask? Are you a student?
Yes, I'm a student.
Okay, ask now.
Based on right now, when you mentioned hotel room and planting a camera, that is, if you know that they are monitoring you, that's your right to sue them. And is that also applicable to DSS? When you have a case with someone, they will tell DSS to start tracking the calls you make. I think when you are aware that they are tracking your calls, you can also sue DSS. Now, it's not their right to do that.
It's a thing of two way. Now, look. This thing you ask is a very smart question. It's a two-way thing. You know why I say it's a two-way thing? Is this. For DSS to monitor you, there is an order. And that order has to do with the law. And no one is above the law. Can you see it now?
From this angle now, I can see it. But there are some places that because that person has what they call suppressing the poor. Because that person, just an ordinary individual, will just go and pay DSS to do that.
Okay, the thing there is this. Someone cannot pay DSS to just go and be spying on things about you without DSS seeing the reason to do that. I can't go to pay DSS to do. If they catch me, they can even detain me. For me trying to intrude into someone's privacy, they can detain me for that. Are you getting me? Remove someone who has money. Remove that one. But I'm telling you how the system is. So whatever thing that now happens, someone will pay minutes about your borrow. So you get now. So that's it. So for EFCC or DSS to spy or to keep track on your calls or on your internet usage and things like that, it simply means that you're a suspect or there is an order for that. My boss runs a foundation organization in Nigeria, also outside Nigeria. So a foundation that is even licensed in the USA. Now, something happened. Last month, on the 11th of last month, we wanted to cook and share to the public in Omahe. During that day, a woman, a lady came and told us that she's from one radio, Abia TV station. Little did we know that she happens to be a DSS personnel. What happened was, she was probing, like she was asking some probing questions. She asked, after sharing food, what now happens? Nothing happens now. We just decided to do this for people. There is hunger in the land, and we want to just do this. Say, after this, and when any other activity that we do, apart from sharing food, we say, yes, we have given scholarship to people, even before now, and presently, we are still running scholarship programs. Even as a matter of fact, within last 2 weeks and last week, we used these 2 weeks to pay for students, primary school and nursery, primary and secondary school students who are under our scholarship program. We even went to Abia, Abuja, Enugu, Anambra. We paid. You get. So we explained these things to her, and she saw proofs. She came to our office, sat with us. The meal we ate, she also took part of it. It was later that she now called the manager and said, the thing there is this. That they got an information. You know that these agencies, they work with informations. They got an information that we should just be careful that someone gave them some kind of information that ought not to even be heard. But that she has confirmed that the boss sent her. That was when she disclosed to us that she is the SS officer. That the boss sent her to come and confirm that they were supposed to invite us for questioning before that time. But seeing that it is a non-organization, profit organization, NGO, right? Now, she had to come to see first. And we should be careful. She left. Now you see something. Just like what our brother said. You see something. Now, one thing with these agencies, they will tell you that person will look like this, where they stay like this. And now you sabi. You get, but already they've disclosed to you so that you be careful. So you're brave. So sometimes when you check into a hotel, back to what we are saying, when you check into a hotel, the only place you will see cameras is around the passages, the lobby or the reception hall, the outside, and no other place. You can't see in the room. You can't see a distance in the room. Where what? And the atrocities that happen in the room, no? Or outside can happen. No? Nobody will come outside to commit atrocity now. Are you getting? So it will be in the room. So that's why I said that you are in position, at least 80% in position. Are you getting? So when you check in now, you are now in charge. Also go Bukasi bed the hand go basazirigi. So you're worried. So if someone, that's why I hear even ministers or pastors saying that they planted cameras in their rooms. They planted women in their rooms. No, I'm not saying it's a lie. Oh. It's possible because you went for a program and they booked your hotel. Are you getting something now? You came for a program and I booked your hotel room. So I can plant something there. Are you seeing? So I can plant something there. That's what sometimes I will see content creator. They will start calling out this minister and saying, call the name of the hotel. If you know you are saying the truth. I will be saying, oh my God, there is sense. It is not from the hotel. It's not from the hotel. Such thing, the person you should hold accountable is your host. Because he or she is the one who booked your room. So that is it. But all I know too well is the normal rooms, hotel rooms doesn't have any camera planted anywhere. Both hidden camera, like you people used to call it. Unless if there is an order for that. Are you getting me? Unless if there is an order. Unless so let's continue. So the next one there, we have from down, please, from down. 4. Okay, train what? That's why you are here. So you should train a security person. It's very important. And as a security personnel, you keep on upgrading yourself. Keep on learning so that you learn the recent happenings, which will help you know what you are doing. The next one there is monitor and do what? Very, very much important. You say this monitoring. That's why if you go to bank, can you hear me? I once worked in a bank. I don't know, a bank. So I understand some of the things that goes on in the banking system. As we dey inside that room, we are watching everyone coming in, leaving, what you are coming in with, the color of your clothes, bunaka, whatever thing you are coming in with. Previously, this door, this security check door that they used to put for us previously, if you carry anything metal or phone, you cannot come in. But they now later change it that you have to bring it out and show it to for you to come in. Can you see another thing now? So sometimes there are things we do that in terms of security, we have breached something without knowing. I still prefer that olden days one, that you must go back and put your thing in that box and lock it and then go in. If you have any metal device, any tech-related device, you cannot go in. You can't. That will not allow you to go in. It will be crying. Are you getting? So now you have to bring it out and show it to the something. Okay, le him jinaka o. You'll be a mepezi for you to. So I don't know if it's technical or technological advancement is that one or what. I don't know. But what I know is this thing, monitoring, is very, very important. Monitor. Because sometimes we have a system. That's the truth. You might not see everything from the system. And that's why sometimes you see those personnel, those security guards, they are out there to assist you and things like that. And when you will be too much, I say, be a chance. You don't make it one side. Are you getting? So, monitor and do what? Evaluate security measures. Always monitor. Sometimes the security measure you are using might not be that informed. You have to change. That's why the evaluation is important. Are you getting? It's just an instance, somebody who did something, maybe in the banking sector, and the person is running away up and down. To catch you is very simple, very, very simple. For them to catch you is very simple. Just that you don't know. Okay. The next thing there is what? Consider what? Environmental factor. Consider environment. See, there are places you will be. You'll be running your business. In fact, you need CCTV camera even in the toilets everywhere, if possible. Are you getting? So sometimes you consider the environment where you are, your location. There are banks. Bank come now. not in some certain places, and you want to tell me that they will not be facing robbery and attack? They will face. And when one bank, I don't know, in those days, those who are familiar or those who are coming from Ikwano area, if you get to Ndoru, face as if you are going to Okwe. Isiala. Good. That bank. GTB, Abi? Is it GTB? No. I mean, it was UBA or Union Bank. Is Union Bank, Abi? Union Home. They cited one branch there. Pia. Children don't agree them rest. Because of the environment. Are you getting? The bank couldn't start. Like it couldn't stand. From one attack to another. From one attack to another. Consistently. And these people look at it, say, yeah, I too much. Because at a point, the attack started becoming bloody. They said, no. It's like we have to move this thing out from here. So they had to leave because of the environment is not friendly. And my brothers, if you see that place, you even ask yourself, people wake on site bank here. You saw the Wahama. Are you getting me? Even there is a filling station around there. Why no, that filling station, from year to year, the filling station no gree survive. Abi? One filling station there. So, always consider your environment. In fact, no matter the business you are doing, consider your environment. Consider your environment. Some of us will say, by the way, it's online. I'm doing my business online. Fine and good. If you're doing your business online, where are you living? The place you are living, it will affect you. So, whatever thing you are doing, you see these environmental factors plays a whole lot of rules. Whatever thing we are doing. Are you getting? For instance, the richest man in Aba cannot come from Ungwa Road. Yes. The richest man in Aba, those from Aba. You are from Aba? Anybody from Aba here? Good. Aba what? Osisioma? Obiungwa. Okay, Obiungwa is Obohi now. Obohi side. No. Obohi is town. Okay, good. Aba South is a town. The richest man cannot come from that side. Okay. Because of the environment, number one. I'm trying to explain environmental factors to us now. Because of environmental factor. Some people will get to Ehi Road and say, oh, this is Aba South, this is Aba. You never start. You will enter inside there. You'll be asking yourself, in your Aba. In fact, now those people, they live for Aba. You were there around Ehi Road, around School Road by East, and places like that. I'm staying in Aba. Then people living in Aba, those people inside Ungwa Road. In Ohanku. Oh boy. So, what I'm trying to establish here is that environmental factor is much important in whatever thing you are doing. So, isn't that your business is 100% online? No problem. The place you are staying, can it empower you? The truth is that they said that there is light in Abia State. I'm still looking for the light up till now. I never see. Please, Where? Eh? See the problem? Okay, we are coming from 60-something different words, right? If I should start asking now, some of us are not living in our world. That's just the truth. Some of us are not living in our world. Even in the world you are living, there's no light. So, always consider your environment. No matter whatever thing you are doing, consider your environment. Decide why they live, self. God help us. That's why they pay for NEPA bill. I don't know what thing they happen for them. We they pay, but the light they give us when they want. So always consider this environmental factor. Another thing is there are some places you will be. You only need to use some security-related system, maybe one or two. And there are places you will be, you need multiple systems. You need multiple strategies and multiple measures. Are you getting me? There are places you will be. Just like, for instance, someone who is running a business, a 5-star business around Lekki, Ikeja, and someone who is running the same business around Orile, Sare Gomu in Lagos. The same people now. Are you Aja? Songo. Are you getting? So both of them will not have, number one, same mindset. The mindset will be different. So that's just it. We ought to always understand that this thing called security factor, environmental factor is very crucial and important. So let me see the discussion I did here. Okay, why is cybersecurity, physical cybersecurity important in cybersecurity? Why is it important, cybersecurity? As we wrap up, we are wrapping up with this. People of God, this thing on equal sins. Why is physical security important in cyber security? I think it's obvious now. Good. So why is physical security important in cyber security? Why? Yes. Represent your word well, oh. Represent your word well. I'm waiting. After this discussion, we are good to go for today. Okay. Please come and have the mic. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Okay. Physical security protects properties.
Okay.
Physically, while cyber security protects properties that are online.
No. I'm not saying what we just said is it's just a one-way thing. What are the importance of physical security in cyber security? Okay. Let me explain again. What are the possible importance of physical security to you as a cyber security specialist? Who is answering?
The importance of physical security in cyber security is, in my own understanding, I would say that first of all, you have to be secure as a human being. First of all, before you not talk about cyber security or data security. Your area also.
Go ahead, sir.
The area you live, your security should be paramount before you talk about, because you have to live. As you have to be a living person before you talk about securing any data or any information. That one is to know. Number 3 is that in terms of the gadgets,
okay,
like computers, they need to be working properly. like a computer, we have the software and the physical and the hardware. So the hardware aspect of it is also is a physical aspect of the computer, and it's also a physical security also, which is supposed to be working properly.
Okay.
For you to have a accurate security in the data world.
Okay.
So that is my own understanding of it. Thank you very much.
Okay. You have a hint. You have a hint. Okay. Next person. Who is first to raise up his hand? Okay. Give to this our daddy.
To my understanding, physical cybersecurity deals with biometrics and surveillance. One, I believe that biometrics is talking about our personal appearance in security, when you use our personal self in creating your security. In surveillance, also we deal with our personal self, using our personal self in surveillance in our areas, in our place of work.
Okay.
That is what I understand by physical appearance security.
Okay. Next. Okay. Go with you.
Okay. In my own point of view,
Okay.
I see that that's the question is, why is physical security important
In
cyber security?
security.
Without you being physical, you cannot operate any gadget for cyber security. So your being there physical is very important. It's the most important thing, because you being physical is only when you can operate. Without you operating the gadgets, you cannot obtain the cyber security.
Okay. Please give to.
When we are talking about physical security, first of all, we will consider your environmental factor. While doing business, you consider where light. We are talking about light.
Yes.
Without it, you cannot carry on this cyber security. Environmental factor is very, very necessary in when you are doing business, and also where you have to be secured before carry on the cyber security.
Okay. Next.
Discussing security checks and the importance of physical security to cyber security. In my little knowledge, I would say that the two work together. You hardly can separate physical security from cyber security. You cannot successfully have a cyber secure environment without a physical secure environment.
Okay. I think I love that a little. Okay.
I believe from the question, why is physical security important in cyber security?
Okay.
So I believe that without physical security, you cannot protect the employees, you cannot protect the assets, the facilities in the workplace environment. So we need physical security to protect your facilities that has to do with your computers, your assets, your workplace, gadgets, everything. Thank you.
You really hit the nail. Okay, someone else. More two persons, then we wrap up.
I think that personal security has to do with you. From example, like what you did when you are trying to create the account, that they send an OTP.
Yes.
So without you giving that information, I don't think the lady will send that to you. So we need to guide ourselves properly first before talking about the cyber one. That's what I understand.
Okay, one other person. Okay, you want to say something?
Okay, I think everybody has almost said it all.
No, everybody hasn't said it all.
Okay, in my own view, physical security has to deal with human. As in human, like 90% of human. When you come to Nigeria, even if Nigeria is 200 million, 180 million deals with physical security. Because when it comes to cyber, it takes your intellect, and not everybody have that kind of IQ. to do cyber crime and all that. But physically, almost 100% of everybody goes to bank, and so when you employ physical security, it takes a very long way to secure.
So you need to, just like what one of us said.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Because
Okay.
it has to deal with like 80% of human.
You need to be balanced here to be there. Okay?
Okay, in my own word, physical security protects against threats that can lead to cyber attack.
Repeat what you said.
I said physical security protects against threats that can lead to cyber attack.
Okay. 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 Any other person? Any other person? Okay. Give to him.
Okay. In my own little way of understanding it, physical security has to do with protection, which has to do with humans. So we need to protect those gadgets that are cyber security physically, so that the cyber security devices will be monitoring people. That's it.
Okay. I think onye ọbụla nchọrọ something ekwuole. Ka onwere onye ọzọ na-achọ something. No other person, right? Okay, we all have actually given our own different perspectives. But the truth there is this. When we are talking about physical security is like a stepstone to cyber security. You should understand this very well. Hello? Physical security is a stepstone to cyber security. Let me give another example with what I said initially. I run a hosting company, web hosting company, where we provide cloud-based services. And we work with a data center. That data center, I said that they have the systems there physically, right? And if an attack should happen there, Otilo, there's a problem. If there should be an attack, or possibly maybe one system goes bad, or maybe the power pack or something made the system. So you see that it has that physical challenge has already affected the cloud services. Are you getting? That physical challenge has already affected anybody doing whatever thing online. So physical security to whatever thing we are doing is very crucial and important to cybersecurity. Because for somebody to do something as a cybersecurity specialist, the person needs to start something physically. Are you getting? And that thing the person is doing physically is also classified as measures. Mark that word, measures. You getting me now? So let me ask you, why can't you keep your phone anyhow? Why can't you reach your, once you get to your marketplace, keep the phone, go home and come back and take the phone again? Why? You are getting the picture now. So physically, for you to protect your account, account, bank account, right? It is in the cloud. So it is in the cyber. And for you to provide security to it, you have to provide security to your smartphone first. So now you get the picture why I said that physical security is the stepping stone to cyber security. So, okay. Okay. Okay.
That person attack. That person now control the others.
These people
all
lost.
of them, they lost.
Yes, they will be in darkness.
This one will go this way. This one will go this way.
The person is sending signal. What he's trying to say is, the person they call them what did they call them again? These people that send signal. There's something they call them in the military or in the force. So once they send signal, Interpol. Or how? No. Interpol is a body. It's not that one. But in all these our paramilitary and military systems, what's the no? We have the people we call Rekians. Rekians, what they do is that they go ahead to know what is going on first. Like spies. It's not that one. But these people I'm talking about now, what they do is they are almost always on the system communicating. And in the force system, in the military or paramilitary system, they call that thing they are doing signal. Are you getting? So once they receive signal, they interpret or they read it to these other people. Are you getting? And once there is anything here, they need to communicate. So once there is a breakage, there will be an issue. Because the people who are out there, are you getting now? So this is how some of this thing works. So security, physical security is very important to cybersecurity. Thank you so much for cooperating today. Have a nice day. Okay. You want to make a pledge? A plead. Shanomio.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Because I believe, first of all, I want to thank you people for adjusting the time. I want to thank at least you understand that most of us are engaged and we are busy. Please, it will be very, very important if we take the time, because some of us we don't joke with time, and we have to adjust our time accordingly. Somebody like me, once that time I have budgeted for a particular thing, once it's a seed, I become tense up.
Okay, your reference is what happened today, right?
Yes. So and also you can see that